students. So in this session we are going to solve certain problems on belt drives as well as gear drives. Okay, so this is problem number 1. Okay, first we'll go through the statement of the problem. In a belt drive system, the center distance between two pulleys is approximately 3 meter and the diameter of larger pulley is 600 mm and the smaller pulley is 300 mm. Both the shafts are in the same plane and parallel to each other. Find the length of belt for open belt drive and cross belt drive. So now we know what is open and cross belt drive. We know the formula for that also, right? So first we'll write down the data given. So he's saying the center distance between two pulleys is approximately 3 meter. So I have written here the center distance is 3 meter x. Then he's saying the diameter of larger pulley is 600 mm. So here I have written the diameter is 600 mm. Then he's saying the diameter of smaller pulley is 300 mm. Okay, so you can keep it in mm or convert it in meter. It is up to you. So if you convert this in meter, I will keep x as in 3 meter only. If you want, you can convert x in mm. Now what he is asking? He is asking us to find out the length of belt in case of open and cross belt drive. So now we know for open belt drive the formula, that is L is equal to pi into R1 plus R2 plus 2x plus R1 minus R2 whole square by x. So I will just substitute the values. R1 as 0.3 meter, R2 0.15 meter, x is 3 meter, again R1 R2. So you will get 7.42 meter, that is open belt drive. Length of belt in case of open belt drive, that is 7.42. If you convert it in mm, 7421.2 mm. Now we need to find out the length of belt in cross belt drive. So now you should remember for cross belt drive definitely the length will be more than 7.42 meter. If you get less than 7.42 meter, you have done some mistake, right? So I will write down the formula pi into R1 plus R2 plus 2x plus, instead of R1 minus R2 here it is R1 plus R2 whole square by x. So now you can see I have substituted the values. You will get 7.48 meter. You can see it is greater than 7.42 meter because in cross belt drive length of belt is required is more, right? Very simple solution. So next one, a motor running at 2000 rpm drives a shaft pulley at 1000 rpm. If the pulley diameter is 180 mm on the motor shaft, find the diameter of the pulley on the other shaft. Okay, first we write down the data. We have a motor which is running at 2000 rpm. So I will take it as 2000 rpm which drives a shaft pulley at 1000 rpm. So it is driving a shaft pulley. So I will take N1 as 2000 rpm and D1 as 180 mm. That is the diameter of the pulley. Now he is saying find the diameter of the pulley on the other shaft. That is D2 he is asking. But he has given the speed of that other pulley, that is 1000 rpm. So now we know velocity ratio, that is N1 by N2 is equal to D2 by D1, or you can say N2 by N1 is equal to D1 by D2. If you substitute the values, you will get 360 mm. That is the diameter of the other pulley. Right? So you can see as the diameter increases, okay, as you can see the D1 is 180 mm, D2 is 360 mm. When the diameter of the pulley is less, definitely the speed will be more. Okay, so here you can see for diameter of 180 mm the speed is 2000 rpm. Definitely if your D2 is more than 180, speed should reduce. Okay, definitely D2 should be more than 180. If you get D2 less than 180, you have done some mistake. So D2 you can see here 360, that is why the rpm has reduced to 1000 rpm, 50% reduction. Next one is determine the power transmitted by a belt drive system connected with a pulley of 600 mm diameter at 300 rpm. Okay, so now he is saying we have a belt drive which is transmitting the power, and this power transmitted by the belt drive system connected with a pulley of 600 mm diameter. So I will take D1 as 600 mm diameter and N1 is given 300 rpm. The angle of flap on the pulley is given as 150 degree, that is theta. So theta is given in degree, so you should convert it in radians because we have to substitute always the value of theta in radians in the formula. So I will convert it in radians by multiplying pi by 180. Then he has given coefficient of friction as 0.3. Then he has given maximum tension in the belt is 2500 Newton. So we will consider this as T1. T1 is given. Okay, what he is asking? He is asking to find out the power transmitted by the belt drive. So we know power transmitted is given by T1 minus T2 into V. and the unit of power is watt. Also we know that T1 by T2 is equal to E raised to mu theta, that is ratio of belt tension. So I need T2 here, so I will substitute the values. I will get T2 as 1140 Newton. So now I know T1, T2, but still velocity is not known. In order to find out the power transmitted, velocity is required. So what I will do, I will use the formula velocity V is equal to pi d1 n1, because velocity formula is pi dn. So here I will take it as pi d1 n1, because pi into d1 is known, 0.6, n1 is 300 by 60. So I will get V as 9.42 meter per second. So now you know T1, T2, V, substitute the values in the power formula and you will get the power as 12.81 kilowatt. Right. So here one more formula problem we have. Okay, similar to the previous problem, just go through it. Problem number 4. Again we have one more problem here, very similar one. Just go through it, you will understand. Now we will discuss problems on gear drive. So the first problem is, we have two gears having 140 teeth on their periphery. So I will take T1 as 100 teeth, T2 as 40 teeth. If the smaller gear runs at 500 rpm, that is N2 is given as 500 rpm, find the speed of the larger wheel, that is N1. So again we have to use the velocity ratio, N1 by N2 is equal to T2 by T1. So I need N1, you substitute the values, we will get the rpm. Second one, again we have a gear wheel with 24 teeth driving another gear with 40 teeth. So this 24 teeth will become T1 and 40 teeth will become T2. He has given T2 or N2 as 250 rpm, N1 we need to find out. He is asking find the speed of the driving gear and velocity ratio. Similar to previous problem, find out N1. Once you find out N1, we have to write down the velocity ratio, that is N1 by N2 in terms of ratio, that is 1.66 to 1. Right. So here we have a problem on gear train. So we have a simple gear train made up of 4 gears A, B, C and D, having 30, 40, 50 and 70 teeth respectively. So what I will do, I will take T1 as 30, T2 40, T3 50 and T4 as 70 teeth. If the gear A is driver rotating at 600 rpm, so he is mentioning A is driver, so I will take N1 as 600 rpm. Calculate the speeds of intermediate gears. So we need to find out N2, N3 and N4. So very simple, use the formula N1 by N2, that is velocity ratio is equal to T2 by T1. So you will get N2. Then you use N2 by N3 is equal to T3 by T2, you will get N3. Then you use N3 by N4 is equal to T4 by T3, you will get N4. Then he is asking us what? Velocity ratio. So for this gear train, the velocity ratio is N1 by N4 only. Right? So here you can see I have written N1 by N4. I know the value of N1, which is already given. I know the value of N4. Substitute the values, find out the ratio. So it is 2.33 to 1. Right? So now we are left with only the engineering materials in this module. Hopefully we will discuss this in next class and we will wind up this module 4.